Everyone, I'm Becky and today we will be knitting the Pearl Soho top by Christina McGowan. So this is actually a free pattern, so you can just go download it. I will keep the link in the description for you. So I'm so excited to start knitting this one. This will be my first more summer wear garment I've knitted, and I will be using Moda Vera Shadow Ply. This is the natural print colorway, it seems like. So I'm so excited to work with this. I've already knit my gauge swatch, and this yarn is so drapey and so soft. It is 60% cotton and 40% acrylic, so it's not that harder cotton feel, it has more like the softer feel. So I'm so excited to get started on this. I will probably make quite a few modifications in this pattern though, because according to the pattern you are supposed to use, I think, finger eight yarn, and this is 8 ply. So I will have to do some math to try and just adjust the fit a little bit. I really wanted to use this yarn, so yeah, I will just have to deal with the sizing and just figure out how I'm going to modify it and get it to fit the way I want it to fit, because it's also a bit of an oversized top basically, so I think I might go with a little less oversized. So yeah, but I'm so excited, so let's get started. Okay, so I have completed the front part. Also, this is the prettiest yarn ever, and it works up so nicely, and it's so flowy as well, so I think it might drape quite good. So I'm so happy about this. It's just a shame the other colorways in this brand are quite out there, so it's like pinks and purples, so it's not really my style, but this is beautiful. I just wish there were more of this brand, more neutral colors. That would have been awesome. So, but anyway, so this is the front part, so let me just show you. There we go. So I think it's quite good. I don't want to do more increase rounds because then I'm scared it's going to lay too low underneath my arms. So I think that might be a good place to keep it. I also had to do a bit of math to figure out the sizing, because this yarn is quite a bit thicker than the yarn the pattern recommends. So I actually found quite a cool way to do it. So I'm going to put the formula up for you. So you just take your gauge, so your amount of stitches per 10 centimeters, and you divide that by the gauge of the pattern. So in my case, I had a gauge of 24. So, and I divided that by 28, which is the gauge of the pattern. And then I multiplied it by the amount of cast on stitches that the pattern recommends. But before that, I made sure to measure myself and to do it according to the size that I want. And then I took that size, the cast on amount for that size, and I multiplied that by the two gauges. So I hope that makes sense, more or less. So in my case, I think I did size 2, and the recommended cast on was 52, and I cast on 40. So just to account for, you know, the differences in the yarn. So I hope that helps you maybe a little bit. But now I also have another thing that I have to sort out. I was supposed to end up with 110 stitches, I think, for the front, so there's supposed to be 110 on here now, but there's only 90, so it's not going to fit around my body completely. I think I worked out it's supposed to be, I think also actually 110 or something, or 120. So that's a bit of a thing now, because this is not going to be big enough to fit around. So what I will have to do is I have to cast on more stitches. So I think it's going to be like 20 stitches on either side or something. I just have to go do the math again just to make sure. But yeah, so the next step now is just to do the back side. So it's more or less the same as the front. So yeah, and then you just join them in the round, but obviously sorry, he's dusty. So yeah, so then just join it in the round, and I think that is it then. But like I said, I will have to cast on about 20 stitches extra, I think. And now I'm not completely sure how to do that, because I'm supposed to cut the yarn now, and I think I should cast on now for this part, and then for the back, I don't know, obviously also maybe when I've finished. So I'm not exactly sure how I'm going to do this, but I am strangely positive. Okay, so I finished the back as well. So the back was more or less the same. The only difference was just you needed to make two separate casings for the cord you're going to weave through. So you have one part, and then you have the other one, and then you just connect them in the back. And I actually didn't notice this at first in the pattern, so I actually made one piece with a bit more cast on, because I didn't know you needed two of them, so I had to start that over again. But yeah, so I have the back now. So this is the back, and we have the front as well. So according to me, all I have to do now is to join these two in the round. So that is actually so exciting. This has been working up so incredibly fast. Like, I imagine you can do this in like a day, 2 days. And I also added some extra stitches over here. I think I added 10. So 10 on that side, and there is 10 in the opposite side for this one as well. So just for the underarm portion, because I'm not following the pattern exactly. I'm actually not really following the pattern almost at all. I just follow the way they do the increasing, but I decide how much increases I want to do and how much like rows I want to do. So this has actually been so enlightening to kind of learn how to adjust the pattern according to my size. So it's actually so cool. So yeah, next up is just to connect them in the round, and then work it until I feel like it's the correct length, and then it's just the hem, I think. So this is going so fast, so this is absolutely awesome. So I'll just let you know. What? This is so much better than I ever thought it would be. sorry, the wind. My hair is all over the place. I love this top so much. And I'm not even lying to you, I only followed the pattern mildly. I was able to adjust this and tailor this to my size and to my fit, and it worked. I am in the clouds right now. I am absolutely in the clouds. I blocked it last night and it took so long this morning to get dry, and it's still a little bit wet in some places, but I did that. So I am so excited. So I implore you to go and get yourself this pattern and just make one of these tops. This is just, it's amazing. It's absolutely amazing. The pattern writing style was awesome. I didn't have any trouble at all understanding what I needed to do. There were some places where I did refer to a video, and they also have a few videos available on how to do a few of the things you need to do for this. For example, you use the provisional cast on, so then you have a crochet hook and you kind of just loop over the crochet hook instead of a knitting needle. So that was a bit strange. I did not enjoy doing that at all. It was quite tricky at the start, but yeah, so it was just a provisional cast on, and then you just stockinette, and then just on the sides you increase up until wherever you would want it to be. Then I did cast on quite a few stitches underneath the arms. I think I casted on 10 underneath this arm and 10 underneath this one. So once I finished the front part, I just added 10 stitches with your regular, I think, back loop cast on, they call it, I'm not sure. And then the same with the back, I just casted on 10 stitches on the other side, and then I just connected them in the round and just did it. So this is awesome. The only thing I have a slight dislike about is just the hem of the shirt. I do not like it because it's quite chunky, and I think you would have been able to see in the video as well. It just kind of sticks out a bit because obviously the fabric is like folded doubled, so it just looks a little bit strange. So I do not think I would do that same bind off, I guess, cast off, I don't know. I don't think I would do that again. And also you use the Kitchener stitch again to bind off, and that took so long because that stitch just takes so much time. But yeah, so the only thing I would change is just the hem of the shirt. I really don't like it. I don't know if I might be able to maybe iron it and get it a bit flatter. Maybe that would help. But during the blocking process, I also pressed it while it was still wet to try and just stick those fibers together a bit more. So yeah, but I'm not really sure what other type of bind off you could do with this, to be dead honest with you. And also, I'm not completely sure how to style this. My jean was in the laundry, so I couldn't wear the jean for you, so I just had like black leggings on, and I'm not sure how to style this. So maybe if there's someone who has a bit of knowledge with these things, how would I style this? Just the jean and some boots, or I have no idea, so please help me. So yeah, pattern was good. The yarn was amazing. I absolutely love this yarn. It was so fun to work with, and the colorway is absolutely beautiful. And it's I think I did mention at the start, acrylic with cotton, so I think it will hold its shape quite nicely. It didn't change a lot throughout the blocking process, so I have zero issues with any of it. So 5 out of 5 for the pattern, 5 out of 5 for the yarn. This was just an awesome project, and I will definitely be making more of these. As I said, maybe just a different hemming process over there, but again, I'm not really sure how else you would do it. Maybe just do a purl edge, maybe. I don't know if that's going to be enough, so maybe if you can help me down below if you know what type of thing I could use instead of the folded hem, that would be awesome. And yeah, I hope you enjoyed this one. This was such a breath of fresh air from the sweaters I've been doing. Okay, I've only posted one of them, but I am busy with another big long sleeved sweater like thing. So this was so nice to just have a bit of a faster project on the needles. So I will definitely be doing more of these. Not that my climate really allows much of these. So, but this was awesome, and thank you so much for coming along with me. I hope you enjoyed, and I will see you in the next one.